Kaydop is arguably the most successful Rocket League player of all time, and in his long Rocket League career, there have been some pretty insane moments. He first showed up in the competitive scene as a ones player, winning pretty much all of the Mocket and Gfinity tournaments that he played in, and basically doing what we now know him best for, hitting the ball into the goal and winning matches. The first time I saw him play was in a ones tournament finals against, I believe the player was named Kaylin or Kylan. I think it was a Mocket tournament. Kaydop had these super zoomed out camera settings, and his playstyle was just ruthless. Like, he didn't miss shots, he basically won every challenge, and like I said before, he scored a lot of goals, pretty much from every spot on the field. Before I get into this list, I want to give a quick shout out to GamerLink for sponsoring this video. GamerLink is a free app basically for gamers to find other gamers. Whether you're looking to trade or just to queue up with someone and play ranked, this is the best way to do it because you can put specific things in there that say, you want to play with someone who's using Discord, or you want to play with someone around your rank, or you want to play with someone who's a tryhard. It's super easy to use. You basically just send out a beacon explaining what you're looking for, or you can check what others are looking for as well. Again, it's completely free, and I definitely recommend you check it out if you haven't already. I've put a link in the description below. Alright, let's get into my picks for the 10 nuttiest Kaydop moments of all time. I hope you guys enjoy this one, and be sure to leave a like if you do, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check and see if you've turned on notifications. I know a lot of people forget to do this, but if you don't hit that little bell, you won't be notified when a person uploads. So that's the best way to see my videos right away, and also maybe see if you can be the first one to comment, which apparently is really cool for people. So make sure to do that if you haven't already. Alright, let's get into this list. Number 10, beating Scrubkilla many times. No other player in Rocket League has given Scrubkilla as much trouble in ones as Kaydop. In fact, as far as I know, I don't think Scrub has beaten Kaydop on Johnny Boy's stream. I could be wrong, but I don't ever remember seeing this happen. Kaydop even beat Scrub in his stream debut way back in the day, when nobody was even hanging with Scrub in ones. This was also back when Kaydop's camera distance was set at like 14 or 1500. We'll talk about one of these matches in more detail a little bit later, but really this made my list because Kaydop is the only ones player to dominate Scrub in this way. He's always been his toughest challenge, even over players like Cookseer and Fairy Peak and Devo. None of them have had the kind of success that Kaydop has had against Scrub. Number 9, the double fake. This happened on Kaydop's stream quite a while ago. If you haven't checked out his stream, I do definitely recommend it. I've put links in the description below. Anyways, I love this play, even though it's not super flashy or crazy. It's just a perfect representation of how Kaydop plays. He has an amazing awareness of his opponents, whether he's on defense or on offense, and he often does things like use ball cam to be able to read his opponent. Here, Kaydop does what we all try to do after getting one fake, which is to try to get another one. For whatever reason, we all just want that double fake. I also love the way he air rolls his car immediately after faking nap on the wall to be able to make the goal from this angle. There's really no room for error, and it really is an impressive goal. Number 8, the Kaydop Fairy Peak pass. Again, this is an older goal, but it's one of Kaydop's craziest. I don't know which is more impressive, Kaydop's read on Fairy Peak, knowing he would pass it perfectly to him, or the pass itself from Fairy Peak. Plays like this really show just how much chemistry high-level players can have. Number 7, the insane backboard read. This happened just a few weeks ago in the finals of the RLCS Championship against NRG. I talked about this goal in my video on the top 10 goals from that tournament, and if you haven't checked that video out, I've put a link in the description below to it. The big question for me is whether or not Violent Panda saw Kaydop and was trying to pass to him, or if he was just trying to win the challenge and Kaydop saw what was happening and then went for a shot. Honestly, I think it was a passing play, but I guess we'll never know. Number 6, the drop shot. Kaydop is amazing at adapting, and that's no more apparent than in this shot. Kaydop's initial attempt to hit the first shot really doesn't go too well. Instead of placing the ball down to a teammate or into the goal, he basically just hits the ball straight up off the ceiling, and then he recovers to make this ridiculous goal off the backboard. Who knows though, maybe this was all planned. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past him. Number 5, the Universal Open buzzer beater. It was day 2 of the Universal Open 2v2 tournament, a tournament which Gale Force went on to win over Method. Gale Force faced off against Dapper and Garrett G, by far the best North American team in the tournament. And it looked like Dap G had game 1 in the bag, which would have been huge since nobody was even close to beating Gale Force prior to this. Dap G was up 2 goals with less than 20 seconds left.
Kaydop passes and has Dapper out. Now it's just Garrett G in the back, but they'll put it back into the corner, and killing time is really working in the favor of Dap G at the moment. They don't even have to clear, they just have to keep the ball, and any good shots out of the way. Kaydop will put this one through. There's a 1-goal differential now. They can play into 0 seconds, but this is still going to be very difficult for Gale Force.
Yeah, 7 seconds is enough time to score a goal. You said it well, Wave Punk, but here, again, Violent Panda coming out of his own goal. It's so difficult to predict where he's going to touch that, and if you're not aware of where Kaydop is, you won't know where Violent Panda is going to be putting that pass. So that was just such good situational awareness there for Violent Panda.
Winning this kickoff could be what decides this game. Kaydop's going to have to make the full court carry. Sets it up for Violent Panda, but they're both low on boost. This will drop down. Kaydop still got this, though.
He's got the
boost.
boost.
He'll carry it the whole way, put it in. The buzzer beater will go to overtime.
We are going to overtime.
Watch it pick up the boost.
He got the boost. He controls the play here. And the bomb from Violent Panda on Garrett G off of his own backboard. Violent Panda recognized that Garrett G was the only one who could have stopped that play, and he took him out of the...
This guy's so close, neck and neck. This semifinals, Violent Panda in the corner. Pass Dapper. It's Garrett G in the corner. He went for boost. He'll get back in time. Violent Panda had to clear pretty heavy to get it past Dapper, but Garrett G now in the air. Kaydop wraps it around, puts it through, and the first lead for Gale Force is the only one that matters. They'll take game one.
Garrett G trying to get that ball over to Dapper on the wall, but Kaydop reading the clear and such a good air dribble. He actually lets that ball bounce off his booty right there, coming back. What a goal there from Kaydop, and they win with the...
Number 4, winning the RLCS World Championship twice in a row. Maybe this one should be higher on the list, maybe it should be number 1. Regardless, there's just no denying that Kaydop is one of the greatest Rocket League players of all time. This roster would not have 2 World Championships in a row without him. He's the backbone of pretty much every team he plays on. And I think in a lot of ways this is because of his play style and the things that he focuses on in Rocket League. He's hands down the most valuable player in the game right now. Now, I'll talk about this a little bit later in terms of his play style, but if you're interested in this, check out my video on how to play like Kaydop, because in that video I really go over a lot of the things that he's unique in doing, because there are quite a few things that Kaydop does that a lot of players don't do. Number 3, the comeback versus Marky Duda. This match was really interesting to watch. I hadn't really seen Marky Duda play ones in such a long time, and it really was amazing to see just how incredible he was at ones, even though it wasn't his focus anymore. Kaydop and Marky faced off in Johnny Boy's EU Invitational, and Marky was up a game and also up 2 goals with just 12 seconds left.
2 goal difference, turn off gameplay. Yeah, I could turn off the gameplay, we could just have a radio cast. Oh, Kaydop with a slow face-off, might not be done yet. Cheeky stuff from Kaydop, I like it. He knows he needs 2 goals in just over 10 seconds. Look at that, he hit the brakes and then he just blocks Marky's kickoff completely. Really nicely done. We've seen him try this on my stream multiple times, it rarely works. This time he just goes for a regular face-off, wins the possession, but he only has 4 seconds. Marky's not going to give him any space. Can Kaydop keep this up? Yes, he can, but it's still going to be a lot of work to do. He's trying to get Marky in a screen. He wants to know what the Scotsman's doing, but Marky has come off his line. He's gone for the interception. Kaydop ties the game. Oh my word, what a play by Kaydop. Perfect read of what Marky's doing. He could not see what Marky's positioning was up until that shot, and he jumps up from the ground.
Marky actually ended up winning that game. To go up 2 games to none, but Kaydop won the next 3 games to reverse sweep Marky and then move on to the next round. Number 2, the 0-second goal against Devo. This was a much anticipated ones match in the semifinals of Johnny Boy's EU Invitational. Kaydop's back was against the wall as he was down 2 games to 1 and down a goal with just 12 seconds left to play.
0 seconds, Kaydop again uses ball cam to align himself. Tough angle shot, he tries, and Kaydop's done it! What a finish by Kaydop! He tied Marky Duda on 0 seconds, and he's done the impossible. Look at that angle! Oh my word.
Alright guys, my pick for the nuttiest Kaydop moment of all time goes to this crazy comeback versus Scrubkilla. Like my good friend Sunless Khan says,
And ones, no lead is safe.
As Kaydop was definitely in it to win it in the previous 2 games. He was, I think it was 2 overtimes actually, so yeah, need I say more. Oh my goodness, how did Kaydop manage to squeeze out a shot in this situation? It really looked like Scrub could have just blocked this. For Kaydop, he saved a lot of boost as well. Beautiful strategy. Really smart by Kaydop. Look at what he does here. If he does, he'll win the series. Scrubkilla is extremely close right here. Kaydop could just fire, and he does, and that's going to be a goal. Scrubkilla getting punished. Appreciate the contribution. Oh, Kaydop's tied the game! Surely! And it is! 7-all. Kaydop 4 goals consecutively. Kaydop on the rebound, and that is a goal! Kaydop has got the lead again!
Kaydop actually ended up scoring a total of 6 goals in that game to beat Scrub by 2 and then ultimately take the series. Like I said at the beginning of the video, Kaydop just manages to score goals. That's his specialty, and he's really a unique player. He doesn't play the game the way that most pros play it. Here's kind of a good way of explaining it. In some ways, this video was actually kind of hard for me to make. If you actually go through and look at the videos that RLCS puts out, which are basically the top plays from every week of RLCS, Kaydop is basically not there. In all 4 seasons, he's been a major part of RLCS. He's only had a goal in the top plays list like 3 times in 4 seasons. Even though he's been one of the most dominant players, there are entire seasons where his team has dominated and he's literally had no flashy goals the entire season. I think that knowing this and also looking at Kaydop's career really shows what Rocket League is all about. Yeah, it's cool to do flashy things, but in the end, the player who just learns to play solid, patient Rocket League, that's usually the player who will come out on top. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Be sure to check out Kaydops Twitch channel if you haven't already, and also make sure to check out that app I mentioned earlier called GamerLink. Again, that's an app for connecting fellow gamers, and it's completely free. So I've put a link to that in the description below. See you guys next time. Peace out.